Okay, so here we're looking at a specimen of a lip, and lip is HE staining, and here you can see the hair follicles because this is kind of the border with the skin, and along the border with the skin you do have hair follicles. The border with the skin is also known as the vermilion border. Here the SM is, I think it's a gland. Well, here these SG are for your glands, and your OM is for your oral mucosa. Yeah, so your SM is for your striated muscle, and the lip has an outer kind of keratinized and an inner non-keratinized border or thingy, and your SG is for your accessory salivary glands. These are your salivary glands where the saliva is produced, and this is your oral mucosa. Here's another close-up of your lip, and here are those hair follicles we mentioned. Don't confuse these with your fungiform or filiform papillae. That's not the same thing. And by the way, the lip is quite U-shaped, and if you zoom out you'll see that it's U-shaped. This is a section of your tongue. Here you can actually see the papillae, and one key difference between a tongue and a lip to differentiate, for example, if I thought that these were not papillae, these were hair follicles, the easiest way to differentiate it is that if it's a tongue, you will have the skeletal muscle, because some of the tongue is skeletal muscle. Well, it is a skeletal muscle. You're going to have some of the tongue there will be these at right angles. Now there are longitudinal and transverse arrangement, and these are kind of almost at right angles. Here you have this one laying flat and this one perpendicular to it. Here is another histology diagram, histology picture, specimen of a tongue. The thicker, okay, now here is your border. Now with the tongue, here is your fungiform papilla, and here is your filiform papilla. And remember, your filiform papilla is the thin one, thin fill, and your fungiform papilla is the thick one. And the SS stands for, I think, striated, stands for stratified squamous epithelium. Stratified squamous epithelium over here. And you have connective tissue underlying it. Then you have clefts in between the papillae, but sometimes, you know how we have this wide border, so for the fungiform papilla, you have a broad tip and kind of like a wide base. With the filiform papilla, you have a wide base and a narrow apex. This is something called a circumvallate papillae, and a circumvallate papillae looks completely different. It's kind of wide and short. And this is your taste bud, this is your cleft, this is your connective tissue, and the VEG is something different. To the VEG are your von Ebner's glands. Von Ebner's glands, and underlying you have your muscle layer. This is your tongue again. This is like the tip of a candle, and that's a tooth. And with a tooth, remember my dentist is called Dep. So you have dentin. This is your dentin. The most outer covering is your enamel. And your calcified enamel, by the way, is kind of hard to see. It's kind of thinner, but it's the outer border enamel. Here's your dentin, and here's your pulp cavity. Your dentin is secreted by something called odontoblasts, and your odontoblasts are on this edge, and your odontoblasts, on their way to secrete dentin, they will secrete something called predentin, which is all along here. And like I said, this part was your dentin, and your odontoblast would be found on this region, the one closer to the pulp cavity. Your enamel is secreted by enamelocytes, I think is how you say it, and those are on your outer border. Then you have your free zones of whale, and you also have a DP. I think this is a pulp or something. What's the DP? DP is your dental pulp, yeah. And this is another one of the tooth.